Major spoilers ahead, so do not watch unless you have completed Deltarune chapters up until chapter 3. And with that, let's get into the video. I played Undertale a few months ago and loved it. The writing, the characters, the music, so I never thought it could be matched. 3 months ago, I was told that Deltarune existed by a friend, so I downloaded the demo on my Nintendo Switch and didn't ever really play it. I did for maybe 5 minutes, but never really played it again. Fast forward to 2 months ago, when the Switch 2 Direct happened, I saw that chapters 3 and 4 were coming out, but I put that back in the back of my mind. Come to June 5th, a couple of weeks ago, I get my Switch 2 from Target and I have no games for it because Mario Kart World is overpriced. And remembered that Deltarune had come out. So I went onto the eShop, transferred my 5-minute save, and started playing. And I love this game. As far as I can tell, Toby put his soul into this game. It has great visuals, music, gameplay, and the party dynamic works well. I fell in love with every character in the Fun Gang. The first chapter sets the groundwork and hooked me. I fell in love with each and every character. Ralsei, Susie, and Susie's character arc in becoming a better person, and Ralsei's curious, and Lancer being Lancer. I dealt with the King and Seal the Dark Fountain and ended the chapter not knowing about all the secrets I probably should have gotten. In chapter 2, we entered the cyber world, which is filled with the Dark Fountain in the computer room in the library. We're introduced to the Queen as well as Birdley and Noelle. Queen kidnaps Noelle and wants to make her her peon. The goal of this chapter is to basically save Noelle from Queen. We learn that Queen is basically just misunderstood, and she doesn't really want to destroy the world by opening lots of dark fountains. Birdley is annoying, and honestly, I wish I knew the Snowgrave route existed so I could get rid of him. Chapter 2 makes Susie and Raziel, I don't know how to pronounce bro's name. Raziel teaches Razi again, I don't know how to pronounce this. Teaches Susie how to do healing. In this chapter is my favorite chapter so far in all 4 chapters, and I did a really bad job making this summary. Uh, in chapter 3, at the end of the chapter, at the end of chapter 2, Chris opens a dark fountain in his house, and in their house. And in chapter 3, we enter that dark world. Tenna is a lovable character, in my opinion, and the Fun Gang participates in a game show hosted by Tenna, where the Fun Gang participates in 2 challenges with a mini boss of El Nino and La Nina, the weather duo. The Fun Gang then proceeds to break them up. And in the second part, we have to get them back together. We find out Tenna has Toriel hostage, and we fight him, and he joins our side, and then the Roaring Knight slashes him down, and we fight the Roaring Knight, but die almost immediately. Then Undyne comes into the area, and the Knight kidnaps her and takes her into the shelter that has a dark fountain inside, and then locks the door, and the chapter ends. I will not be doing chapter 4 because that is a lot of work, because it's a doozy, and if you have not done chapter 3 and 4 yet, and you have Deltarune demo installed, you did chapter 1 and 2, I highly recommend you go play chapter 3 and 4. $25 is worth it for all 7 chapters that are going to be happening, especially since 3 and 4 are the first 2, and there's going to be 3 more chapters. My overall review of Deltarune is that it's amazing, and I cannot wait for chapter 5 to come out in 2026. This was an amazing game and would highly recommend you to recommend someone who has not yet played Deltarune but has Undertale to go play it. I loved it, and so will they. Thanks for watching my first video, and probably the next one will be I Played Undertale. I hope you liked this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.